This Land Tenure Summit today, which is the third and last day, has been very, very good, very robust debates in the commissions, and we are very, very, very happy that we've reached agreement. If we were to use the South African parlance, we would say we reached consensus on the majority of issues and sufficient consensus on others. But it's not 100% consensus, because there are people who preferred to stay out of that. Some of the farmers didn't want to participate and they didn't want to accept the proposal. So they say it won't work, ceilings won't work. They just have a principal objection to ceilings. So we can't be held to ransom by people who don't want to contribute to the transformation of our society.
I think Agri-SA is very worried about what seems to be coming out of the summit now. We were relatively comfortable with our participation in the commissions yesterday, and I think sense prevailed from our perspective in the commissions. But what is happening now is that in the sort of dying moments of the summit, the minister has, through AFASA, introduced a proposal for blanket land ceilings for small, medium and large-scale farmers, which we have been against from the outset of the NARIG process, which has been running for over 2 years for very good reasons. It's not worked anywhere in the world, and we believe that it will be detrimental to food security in this country. And we believe it's wrong to go about it in this way and trying to force something that we've been debating for a very long time, that we're against for very good reasons. And, if government is going this route, they're doing so on their own risk. They don't have the support from the commercial sector on this.
As a FASA, we said we can't all the time sit back and minister comes up with all the 50-50 issues and we criticize, we do this, but we decided that now let's put up something on the table for discussion, and also to see whether what South African can say about this recommendation that we submitted to this summit. So we're just saying this is how we think things can go forward. And it's upon the communities, everybody now, to come and debate about all what we have just said. Because it's very important that we need to take decisions for us to go forward.
Well, when invited as ASUF, we decided that immediately that we should participate. We want a better dispensation for all involved in agriculture in this country. We have to get to a situation where we can resolve the problem of people not having land, who want to be commercial farmers, who want to produce food and fiber for this country, be able to, for this country to export, earn foreign currency, to participate in the economy of the rural people in this country. So we have to participate, we have to come up with plans, workable solutions, and as ASUF we represent the 6 agricultural unions in this country, and that's very important. So we're carrying a voice of uniting, a united voice, a voice saying that we can do it, and we have to, with the minister, get to a point where we can resolve the problems, where we can present solutions which will not take away land ownership, which will not take away the things that we really need to have as collateral, even so much more for a new farmer to be able to become a farmer in this country.
Remember that when we deal with policy, we have to conceptualize the policy, and once the policy has been approved and signed off by the minister, it then has to be presented to cabinet, where then we start talking about legislation drafting, and then ultimately we end up with law based on the policy. So this is really the foundation of the work that needs to be done, but taking into account also that the resolutions that come from ANC, who are the ruling party, will then give also directive in terms of how the country should move forward. But the important thing is that the department then has to interpret those resolutions so that they are implementable, because it becomes pointless if you interpret policy and it doesn't stand the constitutional muster. So it's important that there's deliberations, so that we make sure that the policies that are finally drafted are policies that are implementable.